That friend who just sits there when chaos hits. You've seen them. When others scream or cry, they just sit water. Good fortune lands? A nod, maybe. During fights, they go still, like a room with no echo. Some label it numbness, call them distant, say they run on logic alone. Yet beneath that surface, something sharper lives. If this silence feels familiar, the way you pull inward when emotions flare, how peace becomes armor, then notice. What looks like emptiness often guards depth. Society names it cold. Psychology sees structure, not absence of feeling, but strategy. A mind trained to survive tides by becoming stone. Protection mistaken for void. Some days feeling little shows up not as distance, but as survival. When emotions pass through too fast, quiet becomes shelter instead of absence. Others may rise and fall with every shift in mood. Yet here, stillness acts like circuit protection. The world keeps insisting reactions prove worth. Screams mean life, tears signal truth, but silence gets misread. You stretch towards fire just to find ash inside your hands. Maybe that distance you feel isn't broken. Perhaps it's more like a quiet program humming beneath, keeping things from spilling over. Instead of malfunctioning, your mind might be filtering too much weight before letting anything through. Emotions get held at arm's length, not coldness, but caution. Built-in barriers often serve reasons long buried. Protection sometimes looks like absence. Distance can guard what overwhelm would otherwise take. Here's what happens inside your mind when pressure builds up. Faced with ongoing tension, arguments, or heavy emotional loads, the thinking part of your brain pushes itself harder just to keep reactions under control. If you're someone who feels emotions deeply but uses little outward expression, even small strains add up fast. Before things collapse completely, your nervous system quietly flips a hidden switch. This is known as emotional detachment. Suddenly, everything feels muffled, like sound feeding into the distance. Here's the thing, your mind isn't numb, it's overloaded, juggling endless loops of thought while sorting through noise. What looks like disinterest, just a quiet system reboot happening without warning. Back then, staying calm wasn't just useful, it kept people alive. Long before today's world, groups faced hunger, beasts, storms without warning. In those moments, what helped most was someone unshaken by terror. While others froze or fled, one person saw facts clearly. Emotions faded into the background because survival demanded logic instead. These quiet minds held communities together when everything else fell apart. Inside you runs the code of those who stayed calm under fire. Yet truth demands we face what's real. That thin edge blurs when quiet feelings turn from defense into cage. Home life when young usually holds the answer. Your mind learned silence back then, so it would not hear the storm. The world changed, yet you remained. Understanding grows slowly, often in silence. Subscribe if this made things clearer, yet still left you thinking. Drop a note below. What moments showed you that pulling away helps you get through? Coming up next, how those quiet patterns shape who we become. Watch when you're ready. Rest comes too.